Hello, it is iYikKam time again. So lately, I received quite a few messages from our Wing Chun friends from different lineages around the world who like to study with me. And since Wing Chun is my hobby and I am just a researcher, I don't open school. In fact, I am a semiconductor chips design architect and designer. So teaching Wing Chun is not my professional. Okay, and I do it once a while when I have time. It is just a hobby. Okay, because I like to educate and sharing so forth. So I've been thinking how to so that everybody do not have to study with me, but be able to have a basic quality standard on the Wing Chun study. Okay. So because this is like design chips. Okay, everything has to be systematic, comprehensive, and take care of it. So to make sure that there's a quality, there is a standard there, so that everybody be able to get result. Okay, and the following is my proposal to all Wingchuners, disregard of lineages, whoever like to study Wing Chun and have a really solid basic. Okay. Now, the first thing, as in my previous YouTube, we know that Chinese martial arts have 4 levels. The first level is the study of the applications of the art and the development of the body or the gong. That's the basic which is needed. And then the next level will be the breathing or the qigong, okay, which is involve the internal organ and so forth. And then it comes the neigong, which is about the force flow and the qi channel flow handling. And then the 4th level will be the settling of the mind, entering to the silence or quiet. Now, level 2, 3, 4, one need a teacher to personalize coaching, and that is not simple stuff. It needs a lot of personal attention for that. Okay, and in fact, those who have studied with me know how difficult it is for that, because everybody has to have the personal intention and has to keep redoing things because everybody are different. Okay. So as for the first level, which is the 2 part, one is the applications, and the second is the development of the body, okay, or the Shen Gong, body Gong, which is consists of externally train the sinews, muscle, tendon, and bones, and then internally train the breathing, okay, which is the first level. Actually, with today's technology, this is possible for everybody. And thus, I call this, or I name this as the 2016 Wing Chun proposal, because I really do hope that after 2016, or after this YouTube, every lineage can use it. Every lineage will have the standard, okay, to get a good result from their Wing Chun training, okay, because Wing Chun do need to progress, okay, and have a good quality, okay, this is not speaking on any lineage, but every lineage. And it is a proposal for the 4 million Wingchuners. Okay, so we have today's technology, and we know the ancients, and we want to set a new program so that everybody benefit. Okay, so this is what I like to share with you today. So you don't have to study with me. You just follow this program, and you will benefit from it. Okay, and so in every lineages, we know everybody doing the 3 sets, the 萧遠頭、長橋、標誌, and then like the iYikKam lineage, they use doing 1 set, but it is include of all these 3 sets. Okay, now sets is important because set actually to the minimum consists of the 2 parts, which is the development of the body or the Shen Gong, and then the applications. Okay. The issue here is for past 160 years, these things somehow get dropped, and everybody start to have their own interpretations, and then it just create a mess. Okay. So today, what my proposal is, we're going to go back to the basic of the ancient, and we want to fulfill the first level to make sure everybody understand the first level, everybody get it for the first level and get the training, get the result, and then for the second, the third, the 4th level, one have a good foundations and the knowledge of it. Okay. So this is a kind of education system which I'm thinking about. Okay. Now, so we know if we study for past 65 years or 100 years of people doing Wing Chun, going directly to study the sets is a kiss of death. It's not, it is not developing anything useful, and in fact it creates bad habit, and also it lost the purpose of the training of the applications. Okay, and then the training of the sets become a ritual. It really doesn't go anywhere or doing anything which is meaningful. So here is my proposal for you. First, like in any school, you need these textbooks. Okay, you need these 2 textbooks so you know what is going on. At least you see this thing. Okay, you know the details there for the basic. For this book, sure, it's a small book, and it is only 90 something pages, 99 pages, or actually about 90 pages. Okay. So what you need to do in study this book is that instead of reading it very fast, make sure you only read 1 page every day, and make sure you really understand what it is, because there's experiments at there, observations at there. Make sure you really know what it is. So every day just read 1 page, make sure you know it. Okay, and it is there. For this book, doing the same. Okay, so this will cover the 4 level, the knowledge of the 4 level. It covers the basic of it. So we know the boundary. We know what we're getting into. Okay, so that's number 1. It's important. We need the knowledge. We need the theoretical knowledge. We need to understand what's going on. Now, sets is useful because it is developing the body, gong, and the applications. However, today we don't know about this anymore. Okay? But we need to get it back to make the sets practice useful. Okay? So, in order to make this practice of 3 sets useful, my proposal to all of you is that start 2016, we need to do 2 simple drills before we touch any sets. We are not going to start 小念頭 or stand in the iYikKam, okay, or 尋橋 or 標誌 sets. We're not going to do that. We must practice this following 2 drills for 3 months before we do the 小念頭、尋橋、標誌. And if we do that, okay, this will set a quality on our practice on the body development and be able to support the applications of the art, the momentum. So, okay. So the 2 drill or the gong we need to do, number 1 is the air squat. Okay. So you can go to any gyms or any YouTube to study this air squat. Okay, the air squat. As simple as that. Okay, make sure you can have all the handling with the air squat, and by doing so, you actually activate all the 7 bowls and the spine handling. Just do that one, okay? That is the externally training or developing the tendon, the muscle, and then the bones. As for the internal, train the breathing. When we do air squat, do it properly with the inhale, okay, not suffocate or try to stop breathing everything. Exhale going down, inhale coming up. We do it every day. Say every day practice 100 of this in a really relaxed way, not in the hurry, try to get the heart pump fast way. Then one actually develop the minimum of the externally develop the bones and muscle, and internally develop the breathing. And because if you read the book, you read the book too, and you know what state of it, and you understand because you got experience with it. Now, why you need to do this squat? Why is that? It is critical. Usually, when we do 小念頭, which is the first set, like the 300法, so this magic, we always think, oh yeah, this has to be the elbow, how to place it, and how the center line, everything. Okay, is there anything wrong? Nothing wrong with it. Okay, the issue is there is a lower part of the body we do not know how to handle. We've never trained before, and also this spine. Okay, so if I show you, if you see between this feet bone, ankle, and knee and hip, it's like a Z shape here, and this Z shapes, by doing so, okay, when you do the air squat, by doing so, actually it is activate and training how to handle this thing, this lower 4 balls. Okay, it's very important. And by doing that, actually you adjust your center of gravity, or the what do you call it, the vertical line of center of gravity. Okay, and you need to handle that instead of just like grabbing like normally the whole structure and so forth. Okay, that part is totally dead if you do that. So sure, we want to say, oh yeah, we want to sink our elbow and so forth doing this part. But we need that part to be handled. And also the spine. Okay? So one need to be able to do this. Four balls. Need to do this 4 balls. And also how to handle this spine. Doing 4 ball where the spine is relaxed. Okay? And like this hip part, there's a part like this we can handle. And also the shoulder. And you can see most people do not have that control. So when we do 修炼套, all this lock up and only be, it turns out to be only moving the arm. All this thing is not moving. So there's no way one can develop anything good from the 修炼套 sets. Because 修炼套 is the training of details. Have to have detail handling that. Okay? In fact, a lot of people, they do not know how to use the hip. They're going to do this, okay? But they do not have this control of the hip. Okay? And thus, this part, they have not much control at all. So there's a totally have no training on the body. That's why we need to do this air squat. And of course, when you squat down, when you get up this hand, then the back, all this, we develop it. Okay? Only after this, you do for 3 months. When you do this 修炼套, you know every part of the body, how it moves, how it is a natural way of moving. Okay? And of course, like if you squat down, you know it's not like that because you need to keep your curvature here. Okay, so all this handling, okay, all this handling, you need to be able to handle it. That's why squat is very important. Okay, and it's nature. Okay, so this is the first thing which is important to be done. If we don't know that, we do not know how to handle that, all bets off on 修炼套. Have no way to control it. You become a ritual. Okay? Now, the second thing is one need to do the YKT3. Okay? Or the twisted step. Okay? Okay, you can check on my YouTube on this YKT3. See if the air squat, if that is for this like bending of the knees and the joints and handling all the 7 balls, then the YKT3 is handling the whole body joints in a taut spiral way. So if one do this for 3 months, okay, according to the breathing, according to the motion, and even the YKT3, how it breathes, inhale, exhale, okay, and then the air squat is exhale, inhale. All this, it gives us a solid, externally training the joints, the bone, the tendons, and internally training the breathing. Okay. So with these two, after with these two, one train the 3 sets. Then one have the basic, one know the body. Okay, without that too, tough. Then we can start there sitting down there and argue, let's do this way, do that way. We don't even know the body. Okay? So I propose here on 2016, do this. Before any training of Wing Chun. So the first train of the Wing Chun, the first 3 months has to do that. Okay? Or the first 1 month has to do that. Okay? Before we do any sets and those kind of stuff. The second thing is we talk about applications. If you watch my YouTube on revival of the force flow, revival of the Wing Chun momentum, revival of the Xiu Lin Tao sets, and also the reality of the talk. From there, you can see what is the important key within the Xiu Lin Tao sets and the Chamkyu sets. Okay? So, if one is good in these two, one can carry on to the Biuji set, because one needs these two basic to get into the Biuji, which is formless or nothing fixed. Okay? It is a refinement after the two sets. So by doing this two drill, the air, squat, and the YKT3, the twisting steps, one develop a solid background on the body condition with the revival of YouTube and the reality of the talk YouTube, where I show you how the people get into the close range and everything. With this thing as the basic understanding, and when we practice sets, the sets is going to be really meaningful, and it covers the basic level, which is training the body gong, and then development the body gong, and the applications. So if every Wingchuner have that too, it is a very solid foundations there. Okay? And with the books, one know the big picture and the details, and what is one expected. So this way, one have a very solid foundations. And I mean any lineage can benefit from this, because this is not my invention. This is the according to the ancient traditional Chinese martial art teaching, and according to human body nature, physics, and the human body energy, such as the Yellow classics. And with this basic, when we study or we practice the sets, Xiu Lin Tao, Chamkyu, Biuji, we will get a lot out of it. Okay? So it is not true that set is useless. No. If I do not practice the Xiu Lin Tao, I will never know the 5 way, the release, the collect, the open, the close, the neutral while striking, as in the revival video YouTube. And I will never know how to get using the tour and get close. Okay? But today, if we do this to drill, we read the book, we practice our Xiu Lin Tao set, the Chamkyu set and Biuji set, and we watch the revival YouTube, we get a good picture of it. Okay? So this is my proposal to everybody. Hopefully after 2016, we all lineage have a common denominator, basic quality and standard. It's just like if we study physics in every university, it's talking about the Newton's three law. But every university have their own research and even can get much better than this. But it core on certain things. The quality is there. And everybody benefit from it. Okay? So you don't have to study with me. Just follow this. Okay? And it is an open platform. You don't have to pay me a royalty because this is education. This is for you. Sure, you have to pay for the book. You have to buy the book. But they're going to serve you your lifetime. And that is a reference and a collections or the common denominator of the ancient teaching, put it into this language. And we always have to buy textbook if we go study something. It's not buying my biography. It is actually the ancients' knowledge and teaching and the technology. Okay? So I'm serious on this thing. Okay? Hopefully after 2016, everybody have this platform, and everybody, every lineage, progress and grow and prosper and success. I do not want to convert anybody. In fact, I want every lineage to success and prosper. However, we need to fix the root. If we don't fix the root, we can keep arguing for the next 30 years and the whole Wing Chun collapses. What good is that? So this is to share with you today.